And we are live. I know the lights aren't out, but they will be. We had a couple things we got to discuss first. First of all, we're going to just address it. The elephant in the room. Metal Slave, already before the stream even started, dropped $100. That gets the THX fart. $100. That means lights out for the Fright Mike stream. That's right. The goal on these streams, when we hit $100 collectively, the lights go out. I have to be in the dark, and that's going to happen. But I wanted to do two things first. First of all, shout out to Metal Slave. I'm also going to play your Fright sound alert that I despise, but I'm going to play it because, you know what? You did it. The sound gets played because you did it. So this is the sound alert that goes off when you super chat $100. That was awful, and it doubled up on me for some reason when I clicked the test button. Thank you so much, Metal Slave. That is so loud. I don't know why I have it up so loud. I'm not turning it down though. Shout out to Metal Slave. You are a freaking legend. I'm also going to address, we already got a membership. Haggy became a channel member. We're getting that out of the way right now before I say hi to everybody in chat. Thank you, Haggy. I appreciate you. But I really wanted to show out. I got to see my non-twin sister today, and she dropped me a couple of gifts, and this is one of them right here. This is a custom piece. I think you need a different sound for that 100. That was horrible. No, it is horrible, but it's very loud and it's terrifying. And I hit the button twice, so it doubled up. It played twice. What's up, AB? This is Guillaume Himejima from Demon Slayer. I also have another one of Tanjiro and Rengoku when they fall asleep on the train together. I want to put both of those up here. These are previews. These are actually different, but I have custom glass pieces that she's doing for me, that are going to be hanging up in my background as well. She's a very talented artist. So she did this. This is on glass. And she did all the line work herself and everything. So yeah, shout out to Miss Rubenhoob for this. I'm going to find a better spot to put this. I have a bunch of cool stuff in my background that I'm trying to slowly set up. This is actually one of the first pieces of like artwork I had when I graduated high school. My mom got that for me. And it's a wooden poster of the original Batman #1, Detective Comics #1. And it's rad. It's awesome. This is the first piece of artwork that Lady Epic got me when I started streaming. She got that for me as like a present for streaming. This right here is actually from Josiah. It is a custom piece. It's the color palette of every single frame of the Matrix. I absolutely fucking love this. This is like one of my favorite things. You know, obviously we have the Epic Verse poster up here. The canvas poster. Now we have Guillaume up here. And also we're going to eventually, like I said, put the Tanjiro and Rengoku one up here as well. And then when the two other custom art pieces, they're a little bit longer. They're like this big. When they're done, they're going to go behind me on the wall as well. So anyways, all right, guys, I'm going to say hi to everybody real quick. But we're also just going to shut off the lights right now because Metal Slave earned it. Fucking legend. Y'all heard it. I called you and I was like, no, the $100 donation is the elephant in the room, not you. I'm not calling you an elephant. Oh, jeez. All right. Boom. Lights are off. Oh, look at that. And I got the little twin candles. Ooh, when they're like this, they're actually kind of extra spooky. Open the pod bay doors, Hal. I can't do that, Dave. I'm sorry, Dave. The lights have to stay off, Dave. I'm sorry, Mike. I can't turn the lights back on. You're not an elephant metal slave. In fact, quite the opposite. Anyways, we're gonna say hi to chat. I'm all fucked up now. I'm all confused. Clownpilled 199 says frisked. You are absolutely frisked in the chat, and that gets you this. Just let your soul go. Just let it shine through. Just let your soul go, baby. Feeling oh so silky smooth. Just let it shine through. Just let your soul go. Thank you for being first in the chat, Clownpilled. And then he was double frisked and says so Ronry. Oh, I'm sorry, Clownpilled. Brimstone says second. Was second in the chat. That Haggy said third. Turd Ferguson was fourth for Earth. That's wild. John Kennedy says nice. Now I don't have to watch Mike Obama cast. Yeah, I don't watch that. That sounds like a bad time. Time to go Fright Bile. That's Fright Bile's kind of wild work actually. Donald Hall says, damn it. I'm like, what? Sixth? Sixth is fine. Listen, it's what matters is that you're here, not what time you got here. Except if you're first, then you get the cool songs. But you know, Naruto the 7th says, "Well, I am the 7th Hokage, so it's only natural I'm 7th in chat." Listen, you nailed it. I'm digging it. Brimstone says the meltdowns are going to be epic. Yeah, we're gonna have a hard time with this game. We're already having a hard time with this game. We need another mortuary assistant. I'm gonna get to it eventually. God, I'm just not looking forward to it. And if the lights go out tonight, will the white face with the yellow teeth return? Stop that. You stop that. The horror host, you know, between the animal abuse, extorting his audience for money, and the elder abuse, Mike might be the true Resident Evil. That's wild. I'm Resident Evil. The real Resident Evil was the streamer we watched along the way. That's what you're saying right now. Naruto the 7th says, hello, Epic Mike. I hope you had a good week and that you and everyone in the chat is doing okay. And doing well. Well, thank you so much. We're doing good. Listen, we made it through the week. Another week down. Compost says, during the UFC stream on Locals last Saturday, Slodo mixed up Mai Tai, the cocktail, and Muay Thai, the martial art, at least 5 times. Needless to say, I hurt both my face and my palm. Yeah. You know who else would be really disappointed? Gina Carano, who is an expert in Muay Thai. Not Mai Tai. Yeah. She kicks all kind of ass. If you haven't, go back and do yourself a favor. If you're a fan of combat sports, go watch some of Gina's earlier fights. Her fights are phenomenal. And then Metal Slave again with the 100.
That's a huge bitch.
Just dropping it. Lights out, sucker. Just dropped it in there. What's up, Glennathan? Welcome in. Dude, Glennathan, you know what I found the other day? Today. I found the AI song you did of me, and I saved it. I have it saved. Don't delete it. I'll have to play it sometime on stream. Scott says 100. Suck it, Mike. Thanks. I love getting insulted through donations. Here you go, jerk. Here's that $100. Now turn off those freaking lights.
Look what you did, you little jerk.
Yeah.
Oh, you think darkness is your ally?
Yeah. Brandon Blair. What's up, Brandon? How you doing, man? D-Matt says, well. Fancy meeting you all here. Also, Ace the Puppy says hello. Hello, Ace. Gig Giggity says, Mike, you magnificent sumbitch. Holy fuck says, sorry about your foot, Mike. Hope you find it. They're both on. I almost took foot selfies today. I almost took foot pics and posted them on X so you guys could see them. I'm not doing that. I'm not falling for that. I know what you guys really want is to see my gorgeous feet. I know that's what you want to do. You want to see my gorgeous, well manicured feet. They're not manicured at all. You guys want to see my feet, and I refuse. I'm sorry. You know, you saw one on stream. I'm not showing both until I start my OnlyFans. D-Matt says, Mike, did you finish Resident Evil 3 or are you just taking a break to Resident Evil 4 Remake? No, I finished Resident Evil 3 Remake. It's done. We're done with it. So, that's why he's late. He's checking his insulin levels. Actually, what happened was I went to go start the stream. I bumped up the time and it messed up the stream key. So when I went to go live, it didn't work. But then I fixed the stream key and it's better now. So, hi, sissy. Welcome in. Good to see you, Turd Ferguson. Mountain Mutt says, sup, Meek. Howdy, chat. What's going on, Mountain Mutt? Good to see you. What's up, Gun Home Mac? Ada wants your Wong. Yeah. She loved me long time. Jose Taco says, hi, turd. What's up, Jose? Sea Leg of History says, Epic Mike, how are you doing tonight? Be blessed. I'll be getting my new fake leg starting on the 24th. I just got Jay and X-Wing's pirate shirt today. Wish I could stand more now. Be blessed. Hey, man, have a good night, buddy. I appreciate you. Get some rest, bro. Hunter says, Beaks chirp that happens. I don't have it. There's no chirp. There's a custom diabetes monitor beep. He pulled some strings, I hear. That's fucking wild. Max Drummer says, hey, hello. What's going on, Max Drummer? Roblox head Leslie Headland says, Wilford Brindley needs to give you some advice, Mike. I don't know what he would say to me.
Diabetes.
That's crazy. Metal Slave did choose violence tonight. She was ready to go. Getting new wheels, I hear. Excited? Where did you hear that? What? New wheels? Gas Station Burrito says, hail chat, what's up, Meek? I don't care what anyone says. I think you have 2 feet. See, Gas Station Burrito has my back, and I appreciate that very much. Meek, did you see the animation Marvel posted on Spider-Man? It looked good. I did not. What is it on Twitter? Oh, what does Marvel do? They're running extra interference right now. They are trying so hard to fix things. Oh my gosh, dude. And as I literally pull up, okay, listen, I'm gonna pull this up. I literally pull up Twitter, and this is the first thing I see. This is from Kata, who was on Tuesday night's main event the other day. This first thing I see is this. W cosplay for obvious reasons. He is not beating the foot allegations, bro. He is not beating the foot allegations. He's gonna pretend like somebody else put that on him, that somebody else made him do that. No, it's all on him, bro. And then Brimstone, this is the kind of shit that Brimstone shares all the time. That's the kind of shit that I get. Why do you do this to me? Why do you do this to me? Oh jeez. Marvel. So what did Marvel do? Let's see here. Marvel Studios? Is it Marvel Studios? Is it Marvel Entertainment? Seeing a ton of stuff for Daredevil. Where did they put it at? I just put Spider-Man. Marvel Spider-Man. I don't know. I'll catch up with chat, and then I'm sure you'll be able to tell me where it's at. All right, we gotta rush through because I know we gotta get started. So, Scrap Iron says, "Happy Friday, Epic Mike. I hope you and the family are well." Thank you, Scrap Iron. We're doing good, man. Meeker police at my door for Mike's Sugarfoot money. Chirp, says Frank the Tank. There's no Meeker police. I have both my feet. I'm not grifting. But it's like between the burritos and tacos, y'all making me hungry with your names. Oh my gosh, that does sound really good. Freaking tacos sounds so fucking good right now. Roblox head Leslie Headland says Mike's wife's real name is Dia Beaties. Sorry to dox. Well, now everybody knows. AB says stop ads on my back. I'm targeted. I'm sorry, AB. I promise I'm not targeting you, bro. Harbinger says a Resident Meek stream. Don't mind if I do. Hell yeah, man. Stress Level 100 says, you know if Jeremy's streaming tonight? Hope I could catch Cobra Cast. I am not sure, Stress Level. I do not know if he's doing a Cobra Cast tonight. I'm sure he'll schedule it if he is doing it, but I have not heard anything. So, and then everybody, Andrew Kaminska's, what's going on? Everybody happy about the chicken grease, the chat. I may just get KFC this weekend. Hell yeah. Ave Dominus Knox, what's going on? Welcome into chat. All right, I'm almost done. Tactical Dish Soap, what's going on? Good to see you, Chief Luke. Hail Ripa. Oh, fuck. Mike alone with his own darkness. Yeah, I'm so excited about it. Mike's been playing with electricity again. That's wild, Darth Bane. Yeah, my hair is all over the place. It got really warm today. We went from like winter weather to summer weather in one day. It got super warm today, and I refuse to turn on my AC. My house gets very warm very quickly, and I refuse to turn on my AC. I'm like, nah, I'm not doing it. I'm not turning it on yet. And so, man, I should pull these up closer. Look at that. Yeah. Like if I put them right, if there was a way to hook them up, to my microphone, then I could stream like this, and then it would be kind of like a cool little creepy stream there, instead they're down below. I don't know, maybe I'll use this box here for my Warhammer 40k Grey Knight Dread Knight, Nemesis Dread Knight. Hell yeah. Risk It for a Biscuit says, I apologize in advance for the memes on Monday. It's gonna happen, man. Listen, you don't ever have to apologize. I get it. You're doing your job. Guillaume is goaded, says Cold Nim. Yeah. Stone Hashira, bro. Turt Ferguson says, wow, Mike's non-twin sister is just as talented as his twin sister. I only have one sister and she's not my twin. I noticed that right away. I'm very observant. Thanks, Giggity. Yeah, man, it looks great. AB says, don't look at me. We're not, it's okay. No pressure, AB. We're not looking at you. Cam Man pops up in chat.
Say his name and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry.
Nini, welcome into chat. Good to see you. Michael James says, good evening, everybody. Good to see you as well. Lost Haven says, foreigner. That's wild. Gunho Max says, it's Matrix 4. It's actually just the Matrix. It's not Matrix 4. I've actually not seen the fourth Matrix. Egonomics TV says, what up? What's going on, Egonomics? Welcome in. God, I gotta catch up on chat. I'm so fucking behind. Caleb Solon says, why is Gary shilling for Daredevil? I think he likes it. I think he's happy to have some good comic book shit going on. I don't particularly like it, but I think he likes it, so. Emilio says, it is time. It is time. Dingy says, I'm scared. I'm also scared. Gunho Max says, elephant slave. Don't do that, guys. She's not an I didn't say she was an elephant. She's not an elephant. No, she's an awesome regular person. Oh, okay, here we go. Marvel posted this on their YouTube. Okay, so this is the animation. Let's pull this up real quick. I know I'm stalling. We're gonna get to it. This is, Marvel just posted this today. It's only a minute long.
This whole mess kicked off because Norman Osborn couldn't handle the heartache of his boy Harry's illness. But instead of dealing with it like a normal fella, that mean old Green Goblin side of his came creeping back to the surface. Now that Spider-Man's nastiest nemesis is wide awake, he's on a tear. He's got his sights set on Spider-Man, and that means poor Peter Parker's loved ones are caught in the crossfire, leading him straight to Peter's true love, Gwen Stacy. Despite Spider-Man's frantic efforts to save her, that nasty Green Goblin does the unthinkable. He tosses poor Gwen right off the George Washington Bridge. Gwen Stacy's death is a momentous event on the original timeline, profoundly impacting the Peter Parker y'all know and love, changing the course of his life as Spider-Man.
Bro.
And eventually impacting the entire multiverse.
What? Like, so they share that shit out, but I don't think that that's them that did this. That's wild. That's pretty rad, but like, who did that? And to be honest, that animation looks like Rippaverse animation, to be honest. It's crazy that they showed Gwen Stacy's death, though. Spooky Candle really highlights the monster face in the background. Why do you guys hate me? Hi, AB. Looks like a hot-ass demon womb. It does. All right, I got to get through this. Crispy, what's going on, Crispy? I don't hear chirping. Must be because I'm white. That's crazy. Jake Stanley, Blue Blazed, says, hope everyone is enjoying. Hail, chat. Hope everyone. What up, Meek? Hail, chat. Hope everyone is enjoying a nice adult beverage on this peaceful Friday. Unless that's not your thing, have a great weekend. Thank you, Jake. I appreciate you, bro. Evan Martin says, yo, what up, Mike in chat? That demonic bisexual lighting is crazy, bro. You guys are fucking killing me. What's up, Evan Martin? How you doing? All right, I know I got to get started. I'm trying to get through this. I'm trying to catch up. Double Hawk says, Resident Evil, that's what my great-grandpa used to call colored people in his neighborhood. Oh, those Resident Evils. Those colors outside. Looking a little scary. JJ52 says, solid meek dog eater. That's crazy. My favorite Gina clip is the one where she looks at the camera and bites her lip. Yeah, that's a... Dude, she's got everybody risking it all there. All right, I'm just gonna click on Resident Evil and get it started. Her MMA days are when I fell in love with Gina. She's only gotten doper. Yeah, she's awesome. Gina's amazing. I didn't know, but I just found out today that Resident Evil 3 has an animated movie. I'll check it out to see if it's any good. Hell yeah, man. You only have 1 foot anyways, Mike. Why do you guys hate me? Them ratchet tootsies can't be as nasty as Savvy's talons. Mike, are you a good swimmer? I'm a decent swimmer, actually. I actually legitimately can swim. I'm quite decent at it. I wouldn't say like I'm an amazing swimmer. Like I'm not going to compete or shit, but I actually can swim, like legitimately. So, got your shirt already? Oh yeah. I'm just trying to catch up on chat, guys. I'm so behind. I mean, that ass and thigh shot was pretty nice, not gonna lie. Mike OnlyFan is all about his one neuropathy foot, sugar foot. I like how Metal Slave is gonna drop $100 and then just roast me the rest of the night. Also, I'm sorry you missed the Puerto Rico talk yesterday, Metal Slave. But yeah, we were talking Puerto Rico. I love Puerto Rico, so. That's a real photo. I do this because I'm a sad, lonely man. I need to find creative ways to entertain myself because I lost my weekly tabletop RPG group. Bro, losing your tabletop group is rough. And you know what? I appreciate that you're here and hanging out with us. I really do. It means a lot to me. Midnight Light says, hail me, chat. What's going on, Midnight Light? Yellow Fast shared it. Yeah, thank you guys. I appreciate you guys finding it for me. It's good. I'm not turning around. Joseph Voss says, yo, 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 Epic Mike. What's going on, Joseph Voss? Shout out to my ex people. Shout out to my kick peeps as well. He's out of town with family. He made a community post. Okay, so no Cobra Cast tonight. I watched the lady and her husband eat a fuck ton of Taco Bell today, watching the SpaceX launch, and went insanely jealous. I'm also jealous. Is that light coming from your peen? I'd like to get that checked out if I were you. It's a special skill, to be honest. Charles Vane says, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna be able to grab my glasses because they're too far away from me right now. But I can still do the accent, yeah. Says, hail Mink, yeah. The cream of the crop on late night gaming, yeah. The late night games, we love those. Says, for those who don't know, Jeremy is a homosexual man, and Beardo is a retarded. Time to go slow bile, yeah. Jeremy's on vacation with his boyfriend, gotcha. Rough Night says, hey, Rough Night, I hope you're having a good night, buddy. Much love to you. Cheese a good way to crunch and Crunchwrap Supreme is love. The Taco Bell folk, that song that 2 friends did in the drive-thru years ago is on YouTube and it's catchy, Mike. You should play it. I will have to check that out, but I'll probably get in trouble, so. If I play it again. Nice lights, thank you. Mike's got 2 glow-in-the-dark shake weights. You gotta keep the arms strong somehow, you know? Yeah, everybody's weather's been all up and down. It's kind of crazy. Keep the candles away from your hair. They're not real candles. They're fake candles, see? What if my hair just went up in flames? That would be wild, too. What's up, Supervast 3D? He says, oh my god, what's going on? Is Mike in hell? They make me turn off the lights. They make me turn off the lights when I play scary games, and it scares me. And Metal Slave has a great time with it, so... That accent is like when somebody tries to do a fake Southern accent. Yeah, it's my racist Benology accent. Oh, well, look outside the door there. There's a couple coloreds walking in my neighborhood. Oh, they have a dog. I always thought the coloreds was scared of dogs. Time to make myself some iced tea and sit out on my porch. Maybe we need to... Never mind, I gotta stop. Looked at their Spider-Man. I tell you what, Mike is... getting to be as bad as Beardo with his long fucking intros. I'm sorry, Double Hawk. I'm just trying to say hi to everybody. Okay? Oh, they kept in the crack? Yeah. What's with the accent? I don't know. I like the animation. Reminded me of Spectacular Spider-Man animation. Yeah. That was Mrs. Minutes talking about the timeline. I think they did make that, although they had fired that actress. I thought they had fired that actress. Oh, wow. Maybe it's like an old animation they had ready and then they didn't use it. What's up, Vault95? Welcome in. Says, hey, hi, Epic Mike, Beardo Fat. I want my life narrated by Morgan Freeman, but I wouldn't be disappointed if it was a Southern woman. That's fair. Scrap Iron member for 1 month. Says, why do you got to be stalling? I'm sorry. I'm trying to hurry. I used my foot as a rudder. That's crazy. Beardo Gives Beard Ride says, hey, Mike and chat. All right, we're getting started. All right. I'm sorry, guys. What's up, Straight Pages Fear? Welcome in. By the Dickens and oh my god, Andrew Kaminska. Max K said, Mike, it's really cool that you try to read every chat, but if you got too many fans now, you gotta start learning to skim. I'm trying. Mike went to hell for lying about having 2 feet. That's why my lighting is the way it is, because yeah, I went to hell for lying about having 2 feet. Hi, Dan. Good to see you, bro. Plantation Ben is hilarious. He never responds. Yeah, dude. And you're right, Max K. I've been told this by many people. I gotta stop talking to everybody in chat. I gotta stop reading all the chats. But I like you guys. I like talking to you guys. It's a huge part of why I do streaming. So, oh, I just pulled my headphone out of my ear. There we go. Spider-Man animated series and Spectacular Spider-Man are the best. Yeah, they're really good. And then there was is Spectacular Spider-Man the one that was on MTV for a little while? The CGI one? 'Cause that one was actually pretty good too. That one actually kind of slapped, so. Racist Ben is my favorite, yeah. All right, we got to get moving. Last time on Resident Evil 4. Sell 3 Vipers. All right, well, I have 1 Viper that I've sold, but I got to find 2 more. Okay, we got to get to the church. So get me to the church on time. Okay, there's if I go out this way, there's treasure. What is that? Way Shrine. Need a meme of stereotypical plantation owner Ben's. Oh my god, dude. Lying about having 2 feet is only a venial sin, so not really hell-worthy. Thanks. I appreciate the encouragement, I think.
Oh, break's over, I suppose.
Oh yeah, that was another thing. Yeah, Metal Slave. Yeah, we were talking about my favorite fucking food. In period, like not just in like location wise. My favorite food is a arroz con gandules. I fucking love arroz con gandules. It's yeah, I don't have words. I will eat the shit out of arroz con gandules. Joe, see when a pureblood pops up in chat, what's going on, Joe? Drops a membership to Aaron Wolf. Thank you so much, Joe. I appreciate you. I probably should get a sound alert set up for I probably should try to get a sound alert set up at one point for the channel memberships. I just got to figure out a way to play them where they don't keep triggering over and over and over again. I make a mean arroz con gandules. Oh no. Meadow Slade, that's a oh no. I'm telling you right now, arroz con gandules is my weakness. I love arroz con gandules. Like absolutely enamored with it. It is my yeah. It is my favorite food ever. Yeah. My my wife's aunt and her boyfriend were making fun of me when we went to Puerto Rico because I was eating I got like a bowl of it while we were down there like at a restaurant, and I just ate that, and they're like, don't you want like stuff with it? And I'm like, no, I'm good. Am I supposed to have stuff with it? And they just laughed. They're like, you don't have to, it's just we normally eat stuff with it. Oh my god, I love arroz con gandules with the pagao. Oh my gosh, I gotta stop. I'll make myself hungry. Ooh, buddy. All right, where are we at right now? Okay, so I went through that tunnel for nothing. Cool. Let's go. What's a rose gun shoelace? Arroz con gandules, and it's a Puerto Rican dish, and it's so good. Combination rice, peas, and pork with sofrito. Sounds delicious, actually. It is no joke. And listen, Metal Slave, that's a real problem. Okay? If you come to any meetups, you have to bring me some arroz con gandules.
Why not treat
the Milkman, member for 3 months, says, I guess they say this game is kind of scary. Well, have no fear, Meek, because I am here. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, Milkman, keeping me safe. Always looking out for me. Yeah, always looking out for me. Rice with pigeon peas. Yeah, it sounds so simple, but I promise you the dish does not taste simple. I thought your weakness was tightrope. Those are difficult with 2 feet. I can't imagine with your condition. My weakness may be tight ropes also, but not tight rope. Never mind.
Church. I made it.
I'm sorry. I should take that back. I'm not gonna, but I should. Oh my god! Woo! Son of a bitch.
Out of the way.
All right, come on. Yellow paint, right? Stairs are hard-footed. Bro, to me with a good time, I'll make you a whole pot. Oh no.
Yeah.
That makes me so fucking hungry. Like I don't even care if I'm not hungry. I'll just eat a roast con gandules because it's available. This is a real problem right now. Holy crap. What do we need ammo for? You know what? Let's make some submachine gun ammo because I have the shit to do it. Yeah. Yeah, let's make that. Yeah. Oh yeah. Holy fucking shit. Metal Slave with a 20 says nothing. Scares the shit out of me though, because I hadn't heard a sound alert in a while. Thank you for the 20, Metal Slave. Listen, teasing me with that rose con gandules. Fuck, my mouth is watering right now. I'm not gonna lie. You know, I don't really want to go through the graveyard. I don't think that sounds like a good time for me, or frankly for anybody else. I don't know that anybody wants me to go through the graveyard. I don't think the game wants me to go through the graveyard. Register a shortcut. We should do that above the pistol. Thank you again, Metal Slave, but damn, that scared the shit out of me, bro. Holy fuck. Oh, damn it, I forgot to shoot the crow. I actually don't really like shooting crows. I love crows in real life. So I kind of feel bad when I'm shooting them. But, you know, it's got to be done for the... You gotta do what you gotta do for the, yeah. Gotta do what you gotta do for the memes and for the ammo. It's a good time for us. Well, I'm glad. She's having such a good time. Like, Metal Slave thinks it's fucking hilarious.
Damn it.
Damn.
Condor 1 to roost. The church is sealed up.
Just like dogs.
Baby eagle?
Negative.
I
Nothing
like,
yet.
I like dogs.
But they sure do have this
That's
place locked
wild,
up tight.
dude.
I see. I can think of one reason they'd want to do so.
Oh, she's here.
Pretty sure shooting
for
crows
sure.
gives you bad juju.
I'll
Does
find
it
a
really?
way.
Is that a real thing?
Condor
You
1
feel bad
out.
shooting crows but not dogs? Page's fear. I feel bad about it all. King Deplorable says much love, folks. Hope everyone is well. We're doing well. I've already almost shit my pants a couple times. How do they taste? I've never eaten a dog in real life, guys. I would never do that. There's not enough money in the world. That's not true. It would have to be an inordinate amount of money. If somebody was like, I'll give you $1 billion to like eat a dog, I'd probably eat the dog. But like, I don't think I'd kill a dog for even $1 billion. I don't know. I wouldn't want to kill a dog for $1 billion. That seems like way too much. I like dogs. Nah, I wouldn't kill a dog for $1 billion. Killing crows is a bad omen. All right, I won't kill the crows then. Miss Ruben Hoop says twin. You're not my twin. Shout out already. I already mentioned it, but for people that are newcomers here, if you haven't already seen it, up here in the corner, I'm gonna put my little flashlight up here. Right there in the corner, that right there in the top, that little Guillaume Humejime, that is done by Miss Ruben Hoop. It's a custom piece she did for me. Thank you so much. Drew says sub chat. Bonus points if you eat it a lot. No. Crows remember who mess with them. If you see a dead crow, leave it be. Yeah, that's true. I do know that. I love crow lore. I love that they can be petty and like they pass down like ancestral knowledge and stuff like that. That's so rad. Yeah, crows are great. The key will be held in the cave on the other side of the lake. The monster will deal with the foolish intruder. Fuck. Press from the outside has come for the girl. Lock her in the church and await orders from our Lord. Until then, keep the church door shut. Oh, shit. One of my ranch jobs was to shoot the groundhogs. It's a losing battle, but the coyotes sure loved it. Oh, dude, I bet they did. We are not twins. Crows and similar birds are very intelligent. They use tools and have pretty good problem-solving ability. Yeah, I've heard about that.
Let's hope for no more surprises.
Oh, shit. What does it say? Keep her locked in the church until the appointed time. Nothing on the back. Okay. I need like a regular key for this. I'm not saving it. I'm gonna wait to save. Donna Hall says, good night. I'll have to be up at 3 a.m. for work. Hey, Donna, have a great night. I appreciate you. Shout out to Donna Hall. Jeez. I don't like crows or blue jays. Interesting. I know some people don't like crows. I also understand blue jays. I've heard blue jays are can be kind of menaces when it comes to gardens and all of that shit. So I've heard they can be a mess. I'm just gonna do this as Puerto Rican food for super soldier juice. Yes. No game screen? Oh my god, dude, this whole time I haven't been watching Mike play the game and not watching the game being played. I'm a professional streamer, guys. I'm a professional streamer. I love crows. They are my favorite. Yeah, I love crows. I like blue jays. I give them seed and they watch over my yard. Well, there you go. Milkman says, fun fact, Lewis and Clark kept and bred a pack of dogs to eat on their journey from the west because they wanted red meat and thought that the salmon in the rivers was unclean. That sounds awful. That does not sound like a fun fact. What do you call a group of crows? A murder? What do you call a band of crows? Counting crows. That's crazy. Mike watching without us. In all honesty, it sounds really ducking good. It is so delicious. Like, I don't even have words for it. Yeah, it'll blow your mind. All right, we got to figure out how to get in here. Mike's running a professional stream here, guys. I am a professional. Through and through. Never any mistakes. Okay, so do I need to go... I'm guessing I need to follow this path to go get the item I need. Lewis and Clark are Mike's heroes. That's crazy. I hate crows. Allegedly, they can be hunted. See, I have heard that crows can be awesome. I also have heard that crows can be kind of nuisances. If they know that you have food and stuff. Like, sometimes they're not, like, so benevolent about it. Sometimes they're kind of dicks about it. Do svidaniya, asshole. Can you climb up the ivy? Ooh, I didn't think about that, can I? I don't know. Bro, are you kidding me right now? I hate robins. They attack the reflections of my basement window all the day and shit all over them. That's wild. What's up, Nick Napoli? About a bird feeder, now I have a squirrel infestation. Dude, squirrels... I heard squirrels are a real problem. On, Leon. I feel like these games are artificially more difficult than they should be because of mousing would make them much easier to do headshots. Well, I'm just being stubborn by not using a mouse and keyboard. I'm being partially stubborn. The other part of it is because of my setup. I just don't have the room for mouse and keyboard. I have like a mouse here and like I have my laptop keyboard, but my laptop keyboard is slightly elevated. So my wrist would be like up off the table the whole time. So, Frank the Tank says, night Mike in chat. I gotta be up super early in the morning for work. Chirp. There's no chirp. Have a good night, Frank the Tank, man. I appreciate you, bro. That means a lot to me for being here. Thank you so much, man. I like the one bird with wings and a beak. You literally just described like every bird. Yo, why are they running so fast? Why are these motherfuckers running so fast, bro? Is that Nick Nolte? Oh, Nick Nolte's burning to death now. Holy shit. Why, dude, my aim is so bad.
What are you aiming at? What are you aiming at?
You just have to up the sensitivity a little bit more. Yeah, that probably would help, I'm sure. No, ducks. Duck have bills, not beaks. I mean, that's fair. Ducks are birds. Yeah. Ducks are birds. Oh, I got you, Buster Vito said. I'm referring to the more original releases of the games where your only option was controller. Same with The Last of Us and other similar games. Yeah. Yes, that was the joke. Good job, Mike. Listen, I catch on quick. You know? You guys have been watching me long enough to know I don't let much slip away from me. You know? What's up, Mark Andre Roy? How you doing, buddy? Yeah, I'm a quick one. I catch on real fast. Talking about that, and there's another group chasing me. No! Fuck. Time to test out my new gun. Burn in hell, fuckers. Keep the change, you filthy animal. And a Merry Christmas to you, too. What about a platypus? I don't know. No, platypuses? Platypussy? I don't know what the plural of platypus is. Platypussy? Platypusi. Anyways, they are mammals. Or not mammals, mammals? Mammals? Are they mammals? They're not marsupials. Pretty sure they're mammals. Dude, I'm so fucking retarded sometimes. I'm looking it up now because I feel so dumb. Bro, and I spelled platypus so badly that even Google couldn't help me. Here we go. Platypus is a mammal. monotremes. It's part of a group of mammals called monotremes. It is a mammal, yeah. Joseph A, aka Vatlaw, for 5. Says, hopefully a good convo out of this, but who's your most underrated wrestler? Who's your most underrated wrestler in the mic? Scott Steiner, early Kurt Angle. And then Tom Patriot for 2 says, get spooked. I've been spooked. Who is the most underrated on the mic? That's a really, really good fucking question, man. Man. Most underrated on the mic. Okay, so I've heard this a lot. I've heard this a lot.
Good luck finding someone big enough to use this thing.
Oh, that's foreshadowing. There's gonna be somebody who's big enough to use that fucking thing. Platypus males are poisonous. They have spikes in their back legs. I did know about that. Destroy all the blue medallions. Hey, we'll work on that too. Most underrated on the mic. Man, that's a really good question. Fucking hell, dude. Tom Patriot for 5 says, feel the fear. God damn it. Thank you, Tom Patriot. I feel the fear. D-Matt says they are not marsupials. Oh, we got an animal expert. Marsupials have pouches. Monotremes lay eggs. Placenta mammals have / do neither, which makes up the vast majority of mammals. Thank you, D-Matt. That scared the shit out of me again. Man. There are a couple guys that were really good at cutting promos that I don't think ever got their credit. I hear a ton of Shawn Michaels hate. Oh shit, that's a lot. Holy shit, where'd that dog come from? I want to break free. I want to break free. I want to break free from your lies. You're so self-satisfied. I don't need you. I want to break free. God knows. I think Shawn Michaels is criminally underrated on the mic. I think his promos got worse as he got older, but I think that he was actually pretty solid at cooking people in promos. And I just hear that that's what held him back from being considered one of the GOATs. And I don't particularly agree with that assessment. I already said this the other day on stream. I think Shawn Michaels is the best wrestler of all, the greatest wrestler of all time. I think he's the best guy ever to do it. But as far as on the mic, I also think Glenn Jacobs, aka Kane, was criminally underrated on the mic. I think he could cut some really wicked promos if given the opportunity to. Yeah, there's definitely something big behind this door. So those are 2 guys that immediately come to mind. The dog is no longer hungry. Yeah. And we talked about this the other day. The Miz is really good on the mic. The Miz does not get enough credit. His problem, in my personal opinion, the Miz is mostly held back by what he talks about in his promos, because he does a lot of complaining about being underestimated and not being appreciated and people not taking him seriously and shit like this, or shit like that. And I think that holds him back a lot. Okay, we gotta go here. Where? Okay, we gotta get the church key. Okay. Oh shit, there's handgun ammo. Let's go back and get this handgun ammo real quick. Meek, when are you gonna let our pets go? I don't know what you're talking about. Voicebox Kane is really good. I know AEW is almost no one's cup of tea, but I appreciate MJF on the mic. Oh, that was the other guy. Thank you, Metal Slave, once again coming in clutch. Yeah, MJF is criminally underrated. That guy cooks on the mic. And he actually recently did an interview. Yeah, that kid is amazing. That kid is going to be an all-timer for sure. Yeah, MJF is crazy good on the mic. And I watched an interview with him recently where they asked him about the WWE and they asked him about the John Cena heel turn. And his take was really, really, really good. And I really appreciated it. Where he was basically saying, you know, if you love wrestling, if consider yourself a student of the game, like you're a professional wrestler yourself or whatever, or you work in an industry and you're not watching other promotions, you're either lying through your teeth or you're not really as committed as you say you are. Because he's like, you should know where everybody that is doing well is, and you should be aware of what everybody's doing in the industry. And I totally agree with that. I think that watching other wrestling promotions, watching other wrestlers, watching what people are doing well in other circuits is important. And yeah, MJF is criminally good. Yeah, I think he's going to be an all-time great for sure. Do you think this is the worst era of the WWE? No, I do not. I do not think this is the worst era of the WWE. I actually think the worst era of the WWE was the transition between the ruthless aggression era, like Super Cena era, and the PG era. I think the PG era was really, 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 really bad for WWE. I think it almost killed the company. Whether they openly admit that or not, they probably won't. But I legitimately think that the PG era almost killed the company. Became a kid brand, and the thing is, kids can be really fickle. And when you market it to a kid brand, when those kids become teenagers, they're not going to give a fuck about your product anymore. And I feel like that's what started happening was those kids grew up, and because the WWE really was like a kid's brand, I just think they lost interest. They're like, why would I want to stick around here and keep watching this when it's for kids? It's like, well, it wasn't a kid's brand. It's actually supposed to be more than a kid's brand. But because the way WWE sold it, because of the PG era, they made it a kid's brand to its detriment. So, dude, Mick Foley was very good on the mic as well. Yeah, Mick Foley was really fucking good. Mostly the booking drove me nuts. Yeah, dude, the amount of talent that John Cena, even though I know that it was the WWE, I know it was Vince and those guys, but the amount of talent that got buried during the Super Cena era and during the PG era was awful. You know, to think about the fact that like somebody like MJF wouldn't make it in the WWE during the PG era because they would have cut his promos or they would have pushed him because they didn't like that he didn't fit the PG brand is wild to me. The fact that we had people like Zack Ryder, who was like, to me, the actual talented version of Jey Uso. Like Zack Ryder, you know, created the 24/7 internet championship or whatever. Zack Ryder had a really fun gimmick. He had a really fun, like, woo woo, you know it, and all that shit. He was very internet savvy during that time, which was something that a lot of wrestlers weren't. Yeah, I think that Zack Ryder was criminally underrated and horribly misused, and I think WWE did him dirty. Now, he's not the most dirty to be ever done by WWE, but he's definitely up there as somebody that was done pretty damn dirty by the company, grabbing all Vince's brass rings, changing up his gimmick, trying so hard to do everything he could to fit into that company that didn't really want him or appreciate him. So, yeah, it's a bummer. Doesn't make any sense because they had kid stuff before the actual wrestling shows became PG. 100%. I like Shawn Michaels, but Michaels was even better. Shawn's was even better, like night and day. That's crazy, dude. Which Bryan Danielson would be allowed to book AEW. I think he'd do a great job. Yeah, I think so too. The problem with indie guys is a lot of indie guys. Man, you guys are gonna get me on a rant. Oh boy. I'm trying not to get on a rant. I'm trying to play this game. All right, just a second. Listen, let me get to a point where I can stop and hide in the safe spot. Let me save here real quick. All right, I'm gonna turn on the lights briefly. Don't mind me sweating. It's warm in here. But here's the thing. This is very common. It's common in almost any industry that requires self-pacing and self-discipline and self-growth to get better and to succeed. When you have people that rock on their own solo and really have to figure things out on their own, in my opinion personally, I think it makes it exceptionally difficult for those people to succeed. And what I mean by that is, like, when you have a guy who has been in the indie circuit his whole life, that's where he got started, that's where he rocked with, you know, he was mostly self-trained, or he had a couple guys take him under their wing in the indie circuit and teach him things or teach him the ropes, but he mostly was figuring it out on his own. That guy going into the WWE or AEW or TNA for that matter, or, you know, Ring of Honor or New Japan Wrestling, any of those, is going to struggle because those people are typically trained. Most of them are not trained correctly. It's like music, for example. Like, you can take somebody who has a burgeoning music career, somebody that writes their own music and plays an instrument and sings well, you know, and all that stuff, and take them and put them in a professional setting, and they may find that they're not nearly as good as they thought they were because they have certain problems that you develop as a singles artist, as an independent, that you learn these bad habits because you don't have anybody around you to help you correct those bad habits. They just stay bad habits. Another, like, really good example of that, and I'll hi Lutz, how you doing? I'll get back to this in a second. Another good example of that is, like, one time because I'm a drummer and I'm self-taught, and I worked to get better at it, and there was a lot I didn't know, and there's a lot that I learned on my own, and then you find out from other people that have been doing it or been professionally trained, hey, here's some easier techniques to help you. It doesn't necessarily mean that you have to do and drum everywhere that we do and remove the creativity, because that's what sometimes I think what indie people are concerned about, is that they're going to lose their creativity. It's like, no, fucking McHawk for 2 says AJ Styles is on the gas and has CTE. I'm here for it. Yeah, he's struggling a little bit. So I played. This group got together to play this event. I'm being purposely vague, but to play this event, and one of the people that we got was a guitarist who was a very talented guitarist and a very talented singer. Guy was great, but when he started playing with us, we learned very quickly that he was really bad at timing. He wasn't capable of keeping time at all, and so even when I was playing something, he would get off from the rhythm very quickly because he would speed up and slow down at his own pacing, which sounds great when you're just by yourself playing a guitar. It sounds terrible when you're playing with a group, and he didn't know how to adjust to stay on everyone else's time and work with a band. He just kind of did his own thing. Then he eventually got frustrated when we were like, hey man, we just need you to kind of remember that if you're starting to get off time, to help get back on time, we'll do our best to help you and work with you. And he got really upset about that because in a way he felt like we were telling him he didn't know what he was doing, or he wasn't talented, or there was something wrong with him. And it's like, no man, it's like, but when you've been by yourself this whole time, you haven't had anybody come alongside you to help you learn how to do things correctly. Like, there's no fault in doing it wrong. You're just doing the best that you can, you know? So, you know, so it's the same with like wrestling and stuff. I think some of these guys that have been in the indie circuit for a really long time have a lot of talent and it could be really good, but also there's a certain way to do things at a higher level that just work because that's how that aren't just restrictive. You know, it doesn't mean that you have to do everything the way that like John Cena does it, but there's a certain reality to people that work at those higher levels and at the top of the company and how they operate. And sometimes indie guys struggle to adjust to that because they feel like they're going to lose out on their creativity or their ability. And I think now more than ever, that's not happening. I think Triple H and the current staffing at WWE are very open to letting guys cook and try things and work on things. They're also trying to keep everybody safe and worried about safety more than they are about entertainment. But, you know, back in the day with Vince and stuff, that indie shit didn't fly. It just didn't. So it was why the Beatles got rid of their original drummer. Absolutely. What's up, Cobra Prime? Mike blaming his timing on the guitarist. No, I was on time. It was him. His timing was the one that was off. So, all right, let me catch up with chat real quick. Metal Slave 100%. Roy Eunice says it didn't make any sense because they had kid stuff. Yeah, it was weird, man. The PG era almost killed WWE for sure. Do you like Batista's Hollywood career? I like some of what Batista's done. I don't like everything that he's done. I was really excited for him in the beginning. The more that here's the thing, I'm actually not surprised by a lot of Batista and what he's doing right now and the shit that he's saying when it comes to politics and stuff, because he's actually always been that guy. I read his book when he wrote it. He's always been very left-leaning. His mom's a lesbian. You know, he grew up, in Washington, D.C. He was very poor, and stuff like that. And he's kind of always been that way, He's always talked like that. And he's very quick to blame people and make judgment calls about people. He's always been like that. But that aside, divorced from all of that, his acting career, I think he's had some good stuff. I think there's been some good stuff there. I know he takes it seriously and wants to get better. I don't think he'll ever be like the guy. I just don't know that he has that kind of talent, but I know they would like him to be because of how much work he's put into it. I think he's a better bit character, and I think he should have leaned into that more than he did, or else I fear that he will become like The Rock and just start getting really shitty, kiddie, goofy roles where they use the trope of big, strong, tough guy, meets small, young girl, has protect girl, becomes soft and a father figure to her. God damn it, man. I'm not doing well with the sound alerts, so. My favorite Batista movie was one where they had to go on the zombie-infested Las Vegas bank heist. Oh, yeah. Something of the Dead. It was a Zack Snyder movie. Didn't he drink he lost a lot of muscles. He's still huge, but yeah. Albert Rodriguez says, Epic might calm down. No, you calm down. Yeah. I like M. Night's movie with Batista. Yeah, he did a good job in the M. Night movie. The Woods or something. Cabin in the Woods or whatever. I don't remember. Have you played White Day before? I've never heard of that, so. Phil Collins is almost entirely self-taught. Yeah, so is Dave Grohl. Those guys are awesome, but they also learned how to adjust so they could play with people and work alongside of other people that did go, hey, I went to school for this, or I was trained in this. That's always an issue, is like people that are trained in things, people that perceive professional training and stuff like that. I think it's wrong for them to look down on people that are independent, but I also think it's wrong of independents to get mad at people that have been professionally trained, expecting them to have some level of structure when it comes to their training. So, Mark says, that's what I loved about AEW, creative freedom. I always do that too much of it could be bad for certain people with no self-control or discipline. That's exactly it, man. Was he Russian, says Rory Eunice? Hold on. I'm sorry, I missed the question. Who, Batista? No, I don't think Batista's Russian. Hunter says, like the streamer, give up your legs. That's... I gotta get back to the stream. This keeps scaring the shit out of me. Benology was a recorder player. That's crazy. Reference, Mike is talking about Beardo. Beardo has no rhythm. That's crazy, dude. That doesn't work for me, brother, says Tactical Disub. Yeah, fuck Hulk Hogan. Singing in a choir is much different than singing solo. You play a smaller part to accomplish a bigger goal. Absolutely. I won't ever take away the accomplishments that Hulk Hogan's had in his career, but as a wrestler, like, and the people that he's fucked over, yeah, fuck that guy for that. How did Mike play the drums with only one foot? Did you have a special rig? I have both my feet. Vince thought no one would know who AJ Styles was when he debuted in the Rumble. I saw that, dude. Just G says, I choose to chill with Meek. Where you at in game, Meek? I am working towards getting the key to the church. Batista's a terrible actor. He always looks like he has constipation. That's crazy. Metal Slave says, which is why the Attitude Era was king. Yeah, the Attitude Era was the golden age of wrestling. 100%. It was a well-oiled machine with lots of talent, but there was structure. Safety was out the effing window, but we loved it. Yeah, dude, the Attitude Era was the golden age of wrestling. I don't know that we'll ever get back to the Attitude Era level of wrestling. And man, if there was a way for them to have lessened the workload that some of these guys were doing, well, one, I think the workload and that desperation and that tiredness added something to it. But it's like, if they could have been on the road 200 days a year instead of 300 days a year, I think some of those guys would have stayed healthier a lot longer. And I also think that some of those guys would have had a much longer career and sustained that work that they were putting into it. But yeah, the Attitude Era is goated. Batista's Batista's a twat. We all have known this. That's true. McHawk for 2 says, I think AJ Styles is the next Chris Ben. I hope not, bro. That's scary shit, though. Batista had definitely some of the worst tattoos. Dude, the dude had a belly tattoo of a star over his, like, surrounding his belly button back when he was in the WWE. He got it for, like, a girlfriend or some shit. It was wild. He also had sex with a lot of the female wrestlers backstage. A lot of them. Tactical Dishope, I remember watching him in Glass Onion movie and thinking he's dressing very gaily lately. That's Goody says, what up, Mega Meek? What's going on, Goody? Welcome in. The pearls were definitely a bad call, yeah. Daniel Craig and Batista are lesbians. That's crazy, dude. Army of the Dead, yeah. My creative artist says, hey, Mike Check can't stay, but I wanted to say hi and bye. Hi, bye. Army of the Dead, awful movie. I think it's fine for what it is. Yeah, it's not gonna break the bank on anything. Angry Shellback says, I thought Dave Bautista was good in Blade Runner. I liked it anyways. I love Blade Runner 2049. I thought he did a great job in that too. He's, you know, small part, but I think he did good for what he has. Just G for $2 says, hope all is well, Meek and chat. Shoot the merchant. Really? Kill the merchant, says Just G. Should I kill the merchant? Chat? Hi, Miss Rough Night. Guys, should I shoot the merchant? 2 chicks cutting the other day was wild. Oh, yeah. The what's her name? The Timeless Tony Storm. Yeah. Although I will say, I've watched some of Tony Storm's stuff. I think that gimmick kind of works. I think that gimmick's fun. I've heard that her mic work isn't great. I haven't watched a ton of it. But I've heard that Tony Storm is actually really entertaining. So, no, don't shoot the. I don't like 2049 very much. I know a lot of people that don't. If you know, you know. Shoot him for science. All right. Well, we just saved. All right, we'll shoot the merchant for science. Won't let me. Hold on. Nothing happened. It doesn't let anything happen. I wonder if the remake is the same as OG. Oh, could you shoot him in the original? Look, guys, just like the damn chat before, the rough legs get you. Wasting nades? Well, I saved beforehand. That's one tough son of a bitch. That's one tough SOB.
There are enough weapons here to get a party going.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Welcome. Ooh, what you buying?
Should I? Okay, hold on.
I'll buy. Ooh, next time, buy some.
The other thing I have a question about is, should I, somebody said that the Punisher is not a good pistol. I'm wondering, should I just take the SG back out and then sell the Punisher? Should I just sell the Punisher back? I think that's what I'm gonna do. If you guys are telling me that the Punisher isn't good, then I'm just gonna sell it. This is just sell value only.
Ruby's all rubbish. It makes no difference. The price, well, thank you.
Stupid move, no achievement. Funny for New Game Plus. Gotcha. What's up, Keenan? Are your kids on spring break? They are not yet on spring break.
Anything
Soon
else
though.
I can help you with?
See, bolt thrower, first aid spray, flash grenades, bolts,
What
pretty much
you
all the
see
shit
is
that we
what
saw
I've
before.
got.
Bolt thrower. Tune up my knife.
If you want a fighting
I like to
chance,
SG myself. Gotcha.
you best tune up your kit. See how that feels, mate. Fella like yourself should notice the difference right away. This kind of work is about finesse, stranger. Little bit goes a long way. You'll see.
Here we go.
Will that be all then?
Sniper was a goat in OG. Maybe it is now, but I just haven't used it.
Come back
Guys who makes
anytime.
wordplay that isn't really wordplay. The pun-ish-er. It's wild shit, man. Get the red 9? I'll have to get that. I don't even know what that is. Alright, where am I supposed to go now? Merchant. Way Shrine. There's treasure over here. I'll have to go back this way. Oh, I left pesetas there. Pesetas. Going back through all the Dragon Ball and rewatching all the shows. Currently on season 2 of Z right now. Best decision I've made in a long time. Yeah, after me and my son were watching it together, and after we got past the Cell Saga, he kind of lost interest. He kind of was like, yeah, that was good, but I think he kind of lost interest. I don't think he's really like super into going back to it, honestly, which is kind of not super surprising, but it's like the reset back down to the Majin Buu saga and how you kind of have to build back up again. I just think he was like, meh, I'm good for now. And I do get that, so. All right, what am I supposed to fucking do here? Shooting range is a good idea to do for the charms. Oh, I didn't even know what that is. Did he watch Dragon Ball as well? He did not. No, we just started on Dragon Ball Z. I didn't watch Dragon Ball until like much later. And honestly, I don't hardly remember Dragon Ball at all. Dragon Ball Z is what I grew up with. It's what I fell in love with. And that's what I've pretty much exclusively, like, when I reference stuff. I mean, I watched most of GT. I don't know if I watched all of GT, but Dragon Ball Z is where it's at. So, oh shit, I gotta turn the lights off.
Welcome, stranger.
What the fuck is this?
I believe this is your first time having a go at target practice. There's only one rule. Shoot.
Okay.
The targets as they pop up.
Batman Beyond was great. Bought it on Blu-ray. Dude, Batman Beyond is fucking legit.
If you do well, I'll make it worth your while. Knickknacks and whatnot. Anyway, have fun.
Alright, what do we gotta do? That makes that scream makes everything worse when I'm in a safe spot because I did not fucking expect that at all. Holy shit. Thank you, Metal Slave, for the 20. Holy fucking shit. Like when there's scary shit, it's like, okay, well, like there's scary stuff going on. When it's just fucking, damn it. Poor Epic Mike. Dude, Metal Slave is killing me tonight.
3,
Oh shit, I gotta.
1, begin.
It's actually gonna help me get better at this game.
Reload.
I was doing better. I got an A. That's what I do when it's quiet. It's just deathly hilarious. I just don't ever, that's the thing, I don't fucking expect it to happen when it's quiet like that. I love the way Mike jumps like a little girl. Thanks, Donald. I have 2. I need 1 more. All right, let's do 1 more of those, that shooting range. Shooting range is fun and it gives you nice stat boosting items. Only 7,000, 100% attained. Let's try it again. Now that we've done it. And actually, you know what? Somebody mentioned turning up my sensitivity, and you are correct. I need to turn up my sensitivity a little bit. Let's try this. I did better that time. I don't know what I got for that. Has there been girly screaming? I haven't girly screamed yet. Hi, gay carpenter. Why are you guys so mean to me? There's no room in Meek's heart for sensitivity. He needs to stay cold-blooded for the stream tax. All right, we'll do this one real quick, and then we'll call it, because I do want to get something onto the... I want to get 1 charm. I want to feel special. Oh shit, that's way faster than I thought it was gonna be. Well, that motherfucker's way back there. I reloaded. Oh, where the fuck? Oh my god, dude, that's fucking crazy. Freddie Young Colba, member of 3 months, says, Mike, you're awesome, but please control your sugar levels for good. Thanks for whoever gifted me a membership. May the dogs get their revenge. That's crazy. Rita the Cripple says, I see now why you're so bad at Warzone. Controller aim is poor. I mean, if I was using a mouse, it'd probably be better. But to be honest, this brewer actually will tell you that aiming with a controller is actually easier than aiming with a mouse. And I'm not bad at Warzone. I'm actually pretty good at Warzone. Okay? This one may be a bit advanced for you. God, you guys don't believe in me at all. When a cripple judges your ability, you know you need to hit the range. Listen, it's a video game! Damn, the one time autocorrect would work, I accidentally called Gary Carpenter a hoe. Or Gay Carpenter a hoe. I'm sure Gay Carpenter doesn't mind. Gay Carpenter, do you mind being called a hoe? This was 100% wrong on that.
Welcome.
You have an advantage with aiming and with accuracy with a mouse and keyboard for sure, but aim assist does give other players a distinct advantage when it comes to how they address certain things. Because if you, it depends on the aggression of it. If all aim assist was the same, it was like there's a curve for it to help with to even the odds between controller and mouse would be different. But a lot of times you have aim assist that you could make more aggressive. So I've seen you play. You can lie to yourself all you want. You know what? Hush. Okay, I've won before. You know, this brew's also British. Anytime you check your blood sugar, Mike, I don't have diabetes.
Diabetes.
Actually insulted R.A. Salvatore without knowing it. Really? How did that happen? I use a controller, my tism locks the fuck in. I just like using a controller. I like it because I also get, I like the haptic feedback of the controller. Like, I like the vibration and shit. I know that I'm gonna be made fun of for saying I like vibrations, but you know what? The way they have amped up aim assist in recent FPS games is ridiculous. Yes. Back in the day, it helped even the odds. Now it's just really hyper aggressive, and that absolutely is a negative effect on gameplay for especially for controller, or for computer players. I think it is slightly unfair for computer players to have to deal with that. But we're in the construction industry, and you have to have thick skin. That's fair. Mike likes playing with vibrators. There it is. I know as soon as I fucking said it, man. That's wild. Yeah. The more I research, the more I realize that the Hunter x Hunter magic system is so goated. Dude, the Nin system is in fucking sane. Yeah, Nin is incredible. Who are these guys? It's so very complex, and it is a full-on, like, hard magic system. There is just no other. Yeah, it is through and through an amazing system, and because of how clearly defined the rules are, and because of how blatant the holy shit, the fuck is that?
What the hell was that? What? What the fuck?
What will you learn? What will you learn? That your actions have consequences!
That's crazy, bro. I don't want to fight that thing. Yeah, the way that it's so clearly defined in the show really does lend itself to, like, if you made like a tabletop RPG or something with Nen as a system, you could really do some really cool shit with it. The boat is stored with the generator fuel inside the processing building at the fish farm. Take only what you need. I'm definitely going to take more than what I need. Fuck. The whore host for 2 says, time to go fishing. Time to go fish bile. You gonna find out? Damn. Can I not find out? Like, you just shoot some fish from the dock to get a closer look at that thing. No, thank you. I don't want to do that. I don't like that. Holy shit! Oh no!
Shit.
No! 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 Please! Oh, I killed him! Wow! Hunter x Hunter lost me on the arc that was a copycat of the DBZ Cell Saga. Which saga is that? You're talking about the, You're talking about the, Holy shit. You're talking about the, Chimera Ant arc? The one with the green guy or whatever? Because that's certainly not a copy of the Cell Saga. In my opinion, Hunter x Hunter is the best animated out there. Like, it is like a top, like, 5, maybe a top 3 greatest anime of all time. And I don't think it's close. Get out of the water. I'm sorry. Okay. Is this a long stream or short? What time is it right now? 11. We'll probably go for about another hour. Yeah, I think we'll go for about another hour. So like mid-stream, like this is like more of a regular size stream. Where the fuck is my pistol? Why did my pistol unequip? Yeah, so like I'm not gonna end it anytime. Like I'm not gonna end it in half an hour or anything. That was nothing like the Cell Saga. Yeah, yeah. Like totally different, and is one of the best. Dude, the Chimera Ant arc is literally one of the best storylines in not just anime, but like period. It's so fucking good. Dude, what does it mean to be a human? What, you know, all that stuff. Like, who are the real monsters? Who is the monster and who is the man? Sing the bell, ring the bells, 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 bells of no. I can't sing that high. I'm not gonna try to do that. Shoot them in the knees so you can melee them and save ammo. Thank you. This is a special enemy like the Pig Master. Oh jeez, these little old ladies are just trying to make goulash and play with their grandkids. Mike, how could you? You can knife those medallions. That actually sounds like a better option than what I've been doing. I haven't seen that many animes, but the Chimera Ant arc is so damn good. Dude, from a storytelling standpoint, it's not just like good from an anime standpoint. It is a phenomenal story. Like the Chimera Ant arc is amazing. The York New City arc is really good as well. I don't want to get in there. Ooh. Yeah, York New City arc is really good too. But yeah, the Chimera Ant arc is phenomenal storytelling. Like it's just on another fucking level. And the resolution to it is so fucking good, dude. Komaki, are you there? Oh goodness. 200 plus legs in the chat, likes in the chat. Thank you. You guys are amazing, and thank you for all the support tonight. If you're new here and you never have been on one of these streams, I do my little pitch thing. It'll be quick. If you're new here, this is called a Fright Mike stream. Anytime you see the title Fright Mike on a stream, I have sound alerts enabled. Those sound alerts corresponded to donations in Streamlabs or in super chats. And depending on the level of the donation, starting at, you know, $1 to $10, 10 to 20, 20 to 50, 50 to 100. Each of them has a corresponding sound that is designed to scare the absolute shit out of me. And they're different on the Streamlabs side than they are on the YouTube side. I have not watched, well, I've watched some episodes of Gundam, but I've never watched, like, actually sat and watched Gundam. So imagine watching the anime when you could read the manga instead. I'd rather watch. What can I know?
We would be honored if you would join us.
Heard the best version of this game is the Wii version? Really? Scott McKenzie, thank you for the follow, man. He doesn't, yeah, you're very much misunderstanding what happens in that. Because he does not suck anybody dry. They straight up make meat paste out of human beings so he can eat them and absorb their like essence or whatever, their like spiritual essence, and grow stronger like any other species would. It's definitely not like the Cell Saga at all. The sound alert also corresponds to Mike screaming like a little girl. That's wild. Wow, Double Hawk. Like I said, I've watched some of Gundam. I just have never actually watched, like, I didn't like watch it faithfully as a kid. So imagine being an elitist. Yeah, I fucking hate reading. Here's the thing too. The first manga that I read I read My Hero Academia. So like I watched the show and I really, really, really enjoyed it. But then after watching it, I started reading it because I didn't want to wait for the anime to catch up. And Yeah, the resolution to My Hero Academia was not great. A lot of people weren't happy. Me included. War Wizard for 199 says Fright Mike is when Pogo keeps me company. I don't like that. Why are they everywhere? I don't know where they are. Oh no. Get up! Oh my god, why can't I climb? Ah! Berserk is the only one I read continuously. So Berserk was the one I've been told that the I was told that Berserk that the anime is for Berserk is not good. And I've been told that if I want to enjoy Berserk, I need to just read the manga. God fucking damn it, man! You guys are scaring the shit out of me. The horror host for 5, Polo the Clown, better known as his real name, John Wayne Gacy.
Sorry.
You know, you guys don't have to be like this. It doesn't have to be this way. I promise, it doesn't have to be this way. Thank you for the 5, horror host. Berserk is nihilism. I've heard Berserk is very depressing. They already decided to make My Hero Academia, Naruto, and Punch Man into live action. Yeah, I don't know how that's gonna work, especially My Hero. My Hero maybe could lend itself to good live action. Maybe. I don't see what's it called, hold on. I gotta catch up with this. I couldn't get into My Hero. I liked My Hero. I love superhero shit though. I really enjoy My Hero. It's just, I don't know, the ending really drags its feet. The thing is, if you read the manga, the anime is way better paced than the manga, in my opinion. And because like the updates were very sporadic for the ending of My Hero and stuff, I think that the ending will play out better and be better received through the anime. I love superhero stuff, and I really enjoy Midoriya as a protagonist. I also love the character of All Might. So yeah. The first manga I own and read it all the way through is Black Lagoon. Interesting. Michael James says, I read a lot of technical documents, a lot of books about math topics, historical and informational. That sounds incredibly educational, and like you are much smarter than a lot of us right now. So MHA had a dog shit ending. Yeah, I think that ending is going to play out better in the anime, honestly. I don't like the mecha genre as a whole, but Gun and Wing was great enough to transcend my dislike. Interesting. Most shonens have bad endings. Interesting. Shoot the knees in Melee. All right, I got to start shooting people in the knees. All right. Second anime is awful. First one actually wasn't bad at all. Gotcha. Fuck. Tommy Halter for 109 says, where do I get tickets for the meetup in Vegas? I think there's a website, from Nerdrotic, or Nerdrotic has something like a place where you can sign up VIP, or like sign up, yeah, do like a VIP sign up or whatever. Not VIP, RSVP. I would go to Nerdrotic's channel and see.
Not bad, right?
That is much more effective. Blow their kneecaps out. Yeah, that's much more effective. Fuck. Can it be for 2? Says My Hero live action could be interesting if done right. It could be interesting for sure. I mean, it's a good way to get back to do superhero shit. My issue is like, how do you do that without? I don't know how to say it. Like, how do you do it without foregoing some of what makes it special, which is the fact that it's anime? Well, the thing is, like, sometimes to me what bothers me, and I've talked about this before too, with anime, there's an expectation, I think, for sometimes from Hollywood, or an attitude and a perception, I should say, from Hollywood and from, you know, certain like live action and media stuff, that they think that because it's animated, because it's hand drawn, because it's animation, that it somehow is a lesser form of media or a lesser form of storytelling, and that live action will actually improve it. And it's actually quite the opposite. It's that anime tells stories that are really difficult to tell in live action, and that wouldn't necessarily translate well to live action. And because of that, and because they can exaggerate, and because they can do because they can exaggerate a bit, and because they can express things in a different way, I think, to me, it makes, in my personal opinion, it makes anime a really unique form of storytelling that I think sometimes almost actually works better than can work better than live action. Tell certain stories and to address certain concepts. So yeah, I think anime is just it can be too overly exaggerated for some people, and I think that could, like, I think that translates really poorly to live action sometimes. You know, I was surprised that One Piece was able to do it, but also what's interesting to me is how One Piece fans are going to respond to the show inevitably doing what I know is going to happen, which is them having to shorten it, because they're not going to do over 1,000 episodes of live action. There's just no way that that's going to happen. So problem is they try to adapt anime to live action and not the source material. That's true too. That is true too. There is definitely an attitude of, yeah, how can we, like, you know, make this live action, you know, work, instead of how can we adapt this from the source material, which is an anime that everybody is already loves and appreciates. So. Oh, we got gas cans. Boat fuel.
This is what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I like the boat fuel. Oh, yeah. One Piece only succeeded because of Oda being involved. Yeah, that's the thing. And I think that's how it should be. I think that if you want things to work, if you want these stories to play out correctly, you should have the creator involved. You know? As much shit as he gets, because he's kind of an asshole, you know, George R.R. Martin being involved in Game of Thrones is what made it work. That is what made the anime work. Or I mean, the anime, wow. It's what made the show work, was him being involved. If he wasn't involved in the story, I don't think that it would be nearly as popular or adapted really well. And in fact, the less he was involved with the creation, the worse it actually got. That's something that we saw play out with the show, was that the less he was involved, the worse the show got, because they weren't able to follow his vision. So Midoriya and Bakugo definitely gay coded. I don't think that they're gay coded at all. I think that the one thing I will say is that My Hero has a very, very, very can have a very, very intense fan base that I think can be a little overly zealous about certain things, especially shipping. But I think the same can be said of just about any, like, popular franchise, and that definitely has negatively impacted the anime with how ridiculous the fandom can sometimes be. Don't catch you fire my lag. You should set up a smart lights tied to a $100 goal. Take off automatically when you don't expect it. You know, Jared, that is a great idea, and I actually legitimately love that idea. But as the chat will very quickly attest to, I'm kind of an idiot when it comes to doing anything complicated, and I will very, very quickly fuck that up. It'll very quickly go from something that should have been a really fun idea to everybody watching and cringing pretty badly, going, man, this guy really doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. Yeah. Yeah. That's the unfortunate side of it is, yeah, I can barely remember to go back to my, you know, pulling up the right stream, so. Didn't they catch up to the books, Keenan says? Oh, for My Hero? No, My Hero's done. My Hero's done. This next season of My Hero Academia is the last season, so. I hate shipping. The worst part of Bleach ending was the fact that they had the marriage ending where everyone gets together. Gotcha. See, I haven't seen that, so. Hunter says Meek's retarded. A little bit. You shoot them in the knee and melee them isn't as consistent in this remake. Gotcha. Oh, Game of Thrones. Yeah, they passed the books. Yeah, they caught up to the books and passed the books, and George R. R. Martin gave them like a blueprint of things. And the rumor is that they actually followed a lot of his story beats, but weren't as good at the in-between filler parts, and that's why the show felt so rushed. It was really loud. But then that's why he hasn't finished the story, is because they caught up to him, and the ending that we got was the ending that he had, but they fucked it all up. So, War Wizard says Meek sells himself short. He's a top tier grifter. Well, thank you, War Wizard. Egonomics says, have you seen Kaiju number 8? No, it is on my list of anime. Right now, anime wise, I'm currently working through Black Clover, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood are the 3 main ones. So I'm trying not to add more anime to my list because I also have TV shows I'm trying to catch up on too. Programming a randomizer timer and using that to activate lights is not that tough. You would think it wouldn't be, but you would be surprised. If webcam hosts could make their vibrating toys go off of tips, you could probably figure it out too, Mike. That's true. We're also talking about someone who has a fart sound when he makes money. It would have to be very broad outline. There are a lot of differences from Game of Thrones. And holy shit, what is ASOIAF? Fuck. Kaiju number 8 is solid. I've heard it is good. Milkman didn't like the York New City arc? Dude, that was one of my favorites. Trigun is my all-time favorite anime. I've heard Trigun is really good. I love the optics of it. What's up, Don Gaming Live? Good to see you, bro. How you doing, man? Kindon for 2 says My Hero live action could be interesting done right. Yeah, I read that one. Yeah, I think it could be good. You know, it's one of the ones that could lend itself, but the biggest thing that's gonna suck is the concern of trying to modernize it or add very Western attitudes to things. The other part of it is how you tackle the more grandiose and more the like bigger, more ridiculous parts of things. Like, how are you gonna make like All Might's wind pressure work in real life, like with live action? Like, how are you gonna make that look good and not look silly? That a guy could punch the air so hard and displace the air around him so hard that he can like move himself around in the air with it and stuff.
Yeah. Well done deserves payment in kind. Ooh,
payment in kind. Ooh, what's a yellow diamond? Oh, okay, a laser sight. Wow.
What's that?
Already claimed
How
that.
have we procured these curiosities?
Oh, wait.
You don't want to know, mate.
Why you say it like that, bro? What are you doing? What kind of shit are you up to?
Ruby's all rubbish, he makes. Thank you. That's good work, if I do say so myself.
I'm actually gonna sell one of these kitchen knives just to get it out of the way.
I'll buy almost pleasure doing business.
Dragon is my favorite. Yeah, the inner monologues are also tough. Yeah.
Ruby's all rubbish. It makes no difference. The price, well, that's our choice to make.
It's funny because, yeah, what's his name? George R. R. Martin was actually just recently talking about the Winds of Winter or whatever it was, his current update on stuff. And, yeah, it's obviously never good. None of it ever sounds good. It doesn't sound like he actually gives a shit. I legitimately don't think he does give a shit. But yeah, like, you know, he's had plenty of time, and he basically just admitted that. He goes, yeah, I've had plenty of time to write this. You know, there's no reason for me not to have written it, but, you know, he's lazy. Like, you know, it's not something I will, you know, I don't want to sit here and it's not something I want to do, is just sit here and like, you know, call people out and call him lazy. It's like, you know, we can all be lazy sometimes, but yeah, there's just no excuse. There's no excuse for how long it's taken him to write this fucking story. So the icon next to an item, it can be sold. Oh, really? Is that what you said? Hold on, did I read that right? Be sold for a quest. Oh, got you. Sell him your Vipers? Okay, I'll sell him the Vipers. Well, because I thought I just completed the quest for the Vipers, but I'll just sell it to him.
Welcome. What can I interest you in? This is what I'm talking
Gotcha.
about.
Okay, see, I see what I fucking did wrong.
Fine work. Good
Oh, okay.
stuff, stranger.
Nice. Does that mean I could get the, we're 2 off?
Come back anytime.
We need a SOCOM revival? SOCOM's legit, bro. He created cancer, Hunter? That's terrible. Sure. Oh, Dr. Stone, that was the other one too. Yes, Keenan, thank you. I actually have watched Dr. Stone as well. And I'm not caught up to it because I'm not caught up on the most recent season of Dr. Stone. But I have been watching Dr. Stone. And I'm purposely kind of holding off because I don't yet want to, I don't want to, like, spoil it for myself. You can smile again. Mike's shirt is red. It's actually like a weird salmon-y color. It's like closer to pink. Dr. Stone was legit, yeah. Like the science and shit in Dr. Stone is so rad. Lady Epic actually started watching that one. Was like, yo, you should check this one out. Like the science and stuff that they do in it is really good. And that, yeah, I've enjoyed that. It's basically like a modern day like Bill Nye the Science Guy. It's like instead of teaching you about chemistry and how science works and all that stuff, like with fun anecdotes and stuff, it's like, yeah, we'll just teach you about it through an anime. And I respect the hell out of it, so. Okay. So I think we've gotten everything that we can get here. So, we're gonna get on the boat, I guess. I don't really want to, but I don't think we have another option. I'm on season 2 of Dr. Stone. It's good, man. I was really impressed with it. And the current season is going on. I think season 4 is going on right now. I appreciate how different season 2 is from season 1 and how different season 3 is from season 2 as well. I've fallen into the One Piece. I have no other time for other anime anymore. Dude, it's too long. Yeah. He doesn't give a shit. I get it. I'd rather just eat at a nice restaurant to travel around the world. My little best outfit. Yeah, man. Fishing time. Bro, please tell me this shit did not just break down. Bro, please tell me this shit did not just break down. Bro, are you fucking me in the butt right now? We watching Ben 10. That's about it. Ben 10's legit. Digital a la carte. How's it going, man? He says, yo, Mike, how's it going, man? It's going good. We're enjoying. Ball 95 for 199 says Dr. Stone book finished. Oh God. Book's finished last year. I was satisfied. That's awesome, man. I'm glad. I'm glad that you were satisfied. Holy shit. You need a bigger boat. Who brought your 6,000 pound line? Ready harpoon. Where the fuck did I get harpoons from? Does it matter where I throw these bitches? Holy shit balls! Holy shit balls! I smite thee!
Think you can swallow me whole, huh?
Guess what she said. Yo, hit this motherfucker in the mouth! You ever watched a special program for Genshin? I have not. What is that like? I just really enjoy the game. And of course, Savvy takes it over like a fucking autist and is like, I've beaten all the storylines since I play it like 24 hours a day. And I'm like, yeah, I don't have time to fucking do that, and I've had to take breaks. I can't play a game for that long. Like Genshin anyways. But I have a shit ton of characters in the game. This is fucking crazy. Protect your booty hole! Bio T-Wolf says, Bigot Army raid, clapping your cheeks. Bro, my cheeks are being clapped, and I'm repenting. Look at this. Guys, look. Fuck. Legendary Scrub for 2 says, hail, Bigot Army raid. Look. I'm repenting. And we'll do this. You hear the clapping sound? While I'm repenting. That's crazy. That's crazy. What's going on, chat? How you doing? Welcome in, Bigot Army raid. What's up, Hypnotic? I hope you're doing well. Welcome in. And then, holy shit, Blackguard 4 with 10 gifted memberships. We'll give you the THX fart.
That's a huge bitch.
Thank you so much for the gifties. What's up, Cognac Cat? Cognac Cat? Cognac Cat. That's what I call him. Cognac Cat. Blackguard gifted memberships to Jared, John Ambler, Mr. T94, Quillon Hawk. Hey, it's me in HD. Shaggy Rogers book reviews, Hemorrhoid Hurts, and Don Syndrome. Thank you so much for the gifties. Hypnotic, thank you. And then Mods, thank you for dropping Hypnotic's channel in the chat. Hypnotic, I hope you're having a good stream, bro. Appreciate you. What is the Bigot Army? The Bigot Army is the supporters and friends of Hypnotic. Vault 95 for 199 says, also Dr. Stone is perfect 1-to-1 manga to anime. Is it that good? That's rad. I love that, dude. I really like Dr. Stone, so I love that they did a good job, and I love that they did a good job adapting it. What's up, Anime Mania? We were just talking anime in the chat. Just enjoying the stream. Well, I'm glad you're here, bro. And thank you again, Hypnotic, for the raid. Thank you for coming to hang out, bro. I hope you're doing well, man. I did not get a chance to catch it, but I saw you were talking about Alyssa Mercante. I can't wait to hear all the crazy shit that bitch is up to again, because you know she's always tripping. And I also know she's madly in love with Hypnotic. It's crazy, bro. Like, that bitch was wanting Hypnotic, bro. Showing up in his chat all the time. She was wanting her some hypno love. So, yeah, we were just talking anime.
I need to do something.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, me too, Mike. I like Dr. Stone. Yeah, Dr. Stone is fucking great. Is that like a giant fucking, like...
Where'd you go?
Salamander? Bro, I threw that bitch right in your face. What is Hypnotic's channel? Nas, if you want to drop it. Hypnotic reports on pop culture, reports on gaming a lot, reports on movie news, all kinds of shit, man. He's got some really good stuff. And he's a fucking hard worker. He also has an anime and manga channel. He's also a big fan of that, so you guys can go check that out as well. Nice shout out. And follow Hypnotic Manga too. There you go, War Wizard's on it, bro. Yeah, if you're a fan of anime, go check out Hypnotic Manga. She wants the McD. It's a mudkip? That's wild. This guy's bothered this giant catfish. He's just defending himself. Bro, we're just hanging out, chilling, and I just come in here and just start throwing shit. Oh, no. Oh, and the waifu battles, yeah. Pretty strong boat, to be honest, yeah. That thing was, like, hitting the shit out of that boat. Now this guy just fucking passed out. Great. Now this guy's asleep in his fucking boat. Epic Mike fighting the Juratotus from Monster Hunter. Oh shit! I heard you like mudkips. That's great. Leon's got the jades. Yeah, guy shoved the jades in his eye. Some priest came and shoved some shit in his eye. Now he's got the jades, the gates. That's crazy. Mike out here killing endangered species. Listen, that thing attacked me, bro. Epic Mike went from eating dogs to killing fish. Shake my head. Damn. It is like a million. It's like a million degrees in my house as well. Rough night. Yeah. We're just trying to make it work.
Sacrificial lamb, you will receive our most sacred body. It begins now.
I agree with Jay for $1 says nothing. But I agree with Jay. Hey, there you go.
Holy blessing. Forever.
My holy blessing forever. I'm about to put my heels into your body, Leon. Did they put the disease in your eye? Well, I'm gonna put it in the rest of your body. It's a cool 61 in my house right now. That sounds so nice, dude. Try shooting your gun into the lake before the boss fight. I did not. What happens if I shoot my gun into the lake? What happens if I shoot my gun into the lake? Cold and rainy here in the desert. I turned up my heater. Yeah, a lot of people almost had to turn on their ACs today. I refused. I just opened my windows and opened my front door. But
Condor 1 to Roost. Do you read me?
Condor 1? You've been radio silent for 3 hours. Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. Won't let it happen again.
And the church?
I'm still looking for whatever key I need.
Copy that. I'm glad you're okay. Roost out.
yeah, I don't trust her. Oh, good. A bloody table. That's cool. That's good. Yep, real glad I found that. You can smile again. It's 73 here, but I'm in Texas. I bet that's cool as hell there in Texas, though. Yeah, it's not cool here. It's still pretty warm. It snowed last night. Currently a balmy 35 outside. That's pretty chilly. Have to do it while standing on the edge of the pier. Gotcha. What happens if I do it though? I did the same here, Mike, in Lansing. Yeah. I didn't know you were in Lansing. I agree with Jay. That's rad. Yeah, so we're gonna go the opposite way of the weird chanting that we're hearing. think we're just gonna stay away from that. Once again, shout out to everybody that's here right now. Shout out to Hypnotic with the Bigot Army raid. Shout out to the Bigot Army. Shout out to all my watchers, viewers, everybody that's donated gifties, donated super chats, and then donated your time. I appreciate the hell out of all of you guys. It all contributes, it all helps, and I very much am appreciative of it. So. Yeah, I don't like that. I'm gonna have to shoot whoever's doing that. I gotta put an end to this chanting bullshit. Fish eats you. The fish boss eats you if you shoot the water at the end of the pier. Really? That's fucking funny. I'm the guy that runs the smoke shop. Also, I mean the shit out of all of you. I'll meme the shit out of all of you. Oh, gotcha. It's probably you if it's a weird name. That's fucking funny. Staying away from the chanting is always a wise decision. Same goes for hearing random banjo playing. Yeah. It's 71 here in Chicago, summertime and spring. Damn. Yeah, that happened fast. Chicago, with you guys, the wind and shit, it's usually really cold. Yeah.
What the?
Yeah, I don't like that. No. You can fuck off all the way with that one. Yo, shout out to all the freaks with butt stuff, or W butt stuff. Hey, listen, man.
Damn. I knew it.
What did you know? Bro, I'm shooting these motherfuckers with a shotgun at point blank range. How many times I gotta shoot y'all? How many times I gotta shoot these motherfuckers? Got up to 80 in North Carolina? Nah, I'm good.
What the fuck?
What the fuck? What the fuck are they doing to us? It looked like something from Parasite? Yeah. You can kill tentacle heads with flash grenades. Okay. I'll remember that. There's a little girl with a bloody butcher knife standing behind me.
What is this place?
Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. You can insta-kill those things with flash grenades. I do have some flash grenades, so I will have to remember that.
Some kind of shrine.
What are we, some kind of suicide squad?
Same mark from the church. Is this the key?
Yes, it's the key. Take it and put it in your fucking inventory. Gotta find 2 other things to shove in these hands.
It's the lake.
Church key. You want live action Parasite? Then the Resident Evil movies are great. I have not watched those yet. If you want to see Mike shit his pants, super chat 820 when he's not expecting it. Don't do that. Says Legend. Don't do that, Legendary Scrub. Rusev the Cripple says, fun fact, Deliverance was based on a true story. The college professor, I think, was traveling through the Appalachians and got a flat tire. Some rednecks stopped to help him and help him back to town. 1 out of 2. I'll read the rest script when it comes in. How many YouTube links should I have on standby? I'm making a list. I mean, typically, anybody that raids us, you know, we get raided by Camelot. We've gotten raided by Beardo. We've gotten raided by Hypnotic quite a few times. You know, people like that, those are always good ones to have on hand. Those are always good ones to have on hand to share the links to. Rare golden chicken egg. Those are always good ones to have, you know. It just depends. So, Reset the Cripple, with part 2, the guy thanked them and they left. Afterwards, he thought, man, what if they hadn't been nice and graped me? Then he wrote Deliverance. That's a wild way to write a story. I mean, but that's how, yeah. Like, what if this thing happened? I want to write a story about that. That's how it works, man. When does Turd get a raise? Did he get a Christmas bonus? Yeah, his Christmas bonus was my gratitude. 268 viewers. Holy shit, you guys are amazing. Thank you. Thank you guys for watching and hanging out. That's, yeah, better than I deserve. I remember an old machinima for Resident Evil 4 where the main reason behind all the mental derangement and infection centered around indoctrination through the Barbie Girl song from ABBA. That's really fucking funny. I'm a Barbie girl. And they're like, that's all we needed. Packing plastic, it's fantastic. You can brush my hair and dress me everywhere. Imagination, life is your creation. Come on, Barbie, let's go party. Yeah. Neither to myself when I'm modding on other channels. Most of the time, I'm having to search them real quick so I can drop them in chat. Yeah, I mean, it all works, you know? I support with my, I don't know, I feel like I help. Thumbs up, F's in chat for Meek Deadass Foot. That's crazy. Listen, I have said this many times and I will continue to say it. You never have to feel obligated to donate. You never have to feel like you have to spend any of your money. I very much appreciate the people that support. It means the world to me. It lets me keep doing this consistently and all the time. But also, yeah, man, like, your time is valuable as well, man. And the thing that I hate is like when people are like, oh man, I wish I could donate, but money's tight right now and stuff. Don't ever donate when money's tight like that. Don't ever put yourself in a bad position. And I say that as somebody who grew up with, I've talked about this on stream before too, many times, with a grandmother who I loved very dearly. It was very, very near to my heart, who grew up spending her whole life donating inordinate amount of money to televangelists who told her that if she donated all this money, that God would one day bless her with a ton of cash and a ton of blessing. And while I do believe God blesses his people and takes care of his people, watching her give away all her money and struggle to sometimes make ends meet because she believed she was doing the will of the Lord was tough. And I don't ever want anybody to ever have that same feeling in their lives. And I know you guys don't, but it's just one of those things that's very important to me that you guys know that I value the money that you guys do donate and your time, and it's never required. So, Mike's grifting again. I'm not grifting. I'm being real. All my donations come from Google survey rewards. That's really cool, man. I did not know that. It's not a lot, but it freaks Mike out, so it makes me happy. Listen, man, you gotta get your kicks how you get them, so. Warwoods for 199 says, hint taken Meek. Damn, here's the last $2 to my name. That's like literally the opposite of what I just said. Oh my god, you guys are crazy. Relaxing after a busy day, man. Hey, well, John Ambler, I appreciate you being here, bro. Really do. John Ambler, are you excited for more Punisher with Netflix? And I mean, not with Netflix, with Disney Plus. A lot of those televangelists are evil as fuck. Absolutely, man. Kenneth Copeland, Jesse Duplantis, Creflo Dollar. Man, and here's the thing, like, making my list, I kind of respect Beardo's link is all lower caps. It's funny, man. Today's opposite. Oh, yours is too. Listen, man. We're making it work. We're out here. Yeah, man. Inlaid gemstones. Boom. That's super valuable. We can smile again. I'm not gonna go around chasing those what's it called right now, like I thought about it, but no, we're gonna yeah, there was one of those like inlaid things somewhere around here. Anyways, whatever. We're gonna go back and keep doing the quests. I really don't do Disney Plus, to be honest. I'm curious how, but I am curious how it plays out. I mean, that's fair, man. Yeah, you don't should never feel like you have to give Disney Plus your money, because those guys are fucking assholes. Rocket launcher and a case upgrade? Bro, let's freaking go. Sell some shit.
A deal well struck.
Should I buy the rocket launcher? I don't think I can equip it if I buy. Oh, I don't even have the money to buy it.
You'll get some bang for a decent size. But don't get yourself killed now.
You don't still sub to Disney Plus besides to clown them in content. You're wrong. That's fair. So getting over the fact there's a televangelist with the name of Dollar, right? Who then asked who asked his audience for money to buy a new private jet. And then turned around and was like, and you know what? Those people got mad at me for asking for a private jet, but I know what God wants me to have. And here's the thing, if he tells that they find life on Mars, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna believe God for a rocket ship to the moon. And it's like, that's a wild take, my guy. That's a wild take. I'm all about faith, man. But being like, yeah, I'm gonna believe for a rocket to the moon, and if I can believe for a rocket to the moon, then the least you guys can do is like reach in your pocketbooks and buy me a private jet is wild fucking work. That's crazy fucking work right there. Yeah. And then, for a lot of people that don't know this, because there was like a whole controversy with this for a while, for people that don't know, Creflo Dollar denounced all of that. He actually denounced all of that. Said it was not good. Rocket launchers useless 90% of the time. Never have ammo for it. Gotcha. But then I'll remember to not buy that. He walked that all back. Said he didn't want to do it anymore. Said that he regretted his decision and regretted the focus on money and prosperity. A lot of these guys did when they started taking hits to their ministries, but actually they're not ministries, they're businesses. But he walked all that back, and everybody's like, cool, so you're going to give all that money back that you like took from people? And obviously the answer was no, because they already gave it to him and he already spent it. So Reset the Cripple says, fun fact, A Time to Kill is also based on a true story that John Grisham heard when he sat in on a trial in a Mississippi court, except it was a white girl that was a victim to two black men. That's crazy, dude. Beware of false prophets. Absolutely. That's Jeremy level grifting. Oh my god. Safe to ram into those floating barrels. Is it? Okay, I'll just do that from now on, too. I just want to send Beardo to Mars. I always thought Jesus clearing the temple would be a cool tattoo. That would be a fucking rad tattoo. Yeah. Absolutely.
It's locked.
You're just, like, okay with that? Leon, you're just gonna let that slide? Oh, it's locked. Oh, well, I'm just gonna leave it. Womp womp. I guess I'm fucked. The shit that Leon will kick down a fucking door. Now that I know I can shoot their legs, I'm so much happier. My life has been made so much better. Thank you guys for the advice. I've blown their kneecaps out. Oh, you bitch. Yeah! Blew up your homeboy. Kimmy Copeland was like, I'm not going to fly on a tube with demons and pores, right? Yeah. She's like, did you call a bunch of people demons? He goes, I never said that. And don't you ever say that I said that. I'm like, you did say that. You absolutely did say that. Yep. It's like we all fucking heard you say it back, bro. And then got mad and threatening with a reporter about it. Dang, he domed you, right? If you hit him from behind, you do more damage melee-wise. That's typically how hitting from behind works. Yeah, you get better results when you hit from behind. Yep. I have 3 kids, I can confirm this. Boom, hell yeah. Where's your disco ball, Mike? I don't have a disco ball with me. Disco ball sounds kind of legit though. Holy shit, that was a fucking throw. This guy should fucking try out for some fucking team. The Jets. Oh, fuck me. Bro, that's crazy. That's crazy work. I got killed because they were holding me. Mike wants to hit the hillbillies from behind, confirmed. You know what, a rude eye? Mike like hitting from behind? Listen, man, I don't know about you, but like if you're not, you know. What's up, Demetrius Ross? Hey, Mike, checking in from a work trip in Virginia. Well, I hope the work trip is going well, man. I hope it's a good work trip. Hope you get lots done. Hope it's very productive, and I hope you walk out of it with a promotion and a shit ton more money for yourself. Enjoy the Alpha-Getty. Well, thank you so much. I didn't say anything about no hillbillies or rude eye. I don't know what kind of weird kinks you got going on your lives. I'm just saying in general. You got a 70s thing going on, and I expected a disco ball. I mean, I could probably get a disco ball. How's it going, rude eye? Were you guys playing Call of Duty earlier?
You're serious. Present for you.
Scared the shit out of me. Apollo Monopoly for 10 says, my man. Do you still have Muppetosis? Yeah, the Muppetosis, you can't get rid of that, bro. Yeah, you can't get rid of that. That scared the shit out of me, bro. Fuck. Run away! Research says, I remember my fun facts being celebrated and taught in high school in the case of Lord of the Flies, that it showed true human nature, but the stories were lies. So is that really our nature? Probably. Who fucking knows, man? I remember reading Lord of the Flies and I went, yeah, I get it. Yeah, fucking kill your buddies. Lord of the Flies is Jay's new no wipe name. That's wild. Charles Devane says, speaking of a rude eye, will y'all be continuing the tabletop streams through Moonskull? I admit I kind of missed those streams. And unfortunately, we will be not. It just, with the way everything worked out and tabletop shutting down, I think everybody's schedules were just so fucked already, and we were like Arudai, dude. Arudai worked really hard behind the scenes to schedule everybody's to find a time that worked for everybody's schedules, and it was like pulling teeth to find time for everybody to be able to do this stream together. And it was a really fun time, and we have a lot of great memories with it. It's just like with like real tabletop, and I know Arudai can attest to this, and anybody that's done tabletop games, it's very hard to get players to come back consistently, and to stay for a consistent amount of time like that. And I think it was just getting too difficult, on top of everything else going on. So unfortunately, no. But shout out to Arudai. So Turd Ferguson says, hi Psychosis. Hi Psychosis, welcome in. Ada's voice in this turn to be off from the game. Even if it didn't, I prefer Resident Evil 2 Remake. I have not heard Ada's voice actress in this yet, so. If memory serves me correctly, Arudai likes Muppet butt stuff. That is true. That is very true. I think it's funny that the hit it from the back stuff was the one that surprised you guys. It's like, come on guys. Like, I've said worse. Shame about G&G Tabletop. Yeah, man, that sucks, bro. Yeah, it does. You missed one of my chats earlier. Oh, okay, yeah. Says, Reset says, you missed one of my chats earlier. I think Mike, Lord of the Flies was true story. The boys were made a functioning society and weren't barbarians, though. Interesting. I did not know that. Charles Devane says, I understand I'm on a KX schedule right now. Just wanted to know. No worries. Yeah, man. No, I appreciate you asking. Yep. I absolutely appreciate you asking. No more tabletop. No more tabletop for now, unfortunately. And I don't know. I don't know if the channel is just gonna sit or if they're gonna delete the channel eventually. I don't know how that's all gonna work, but yeah, no tabletop for now. Yeah, bitch. You missed. Bro.
Give me a break already.
Trying to pull me back into Helldivers, playing with it now. The game is just so much fun. I have really strongly considered getting back into Helldivers.
Damn. I knew it.
I've really strongly considered getting back into Helldivers. At least doing a couple streams with like Rough Night and a couple other people. So yeah, tabletop scene has been ruined. Critical Role is to blame. Yeah, there's definitely a big part of that. The Matt Mercer effect has had a really bad, has definitely like negatively affected gaming. Everybody expecting everything to be like Matt Mercer running a game with the voices and all of that jazz. It's like that's not how gaming works, unfortunately. That's not a realistic expectation of tabletop. And also that shit is just exceptionally difficult to do. Trying to find people for that consistency level.
Not bad, right?
Trying to find people of that talent. And the other thing is, a lot of those guys, another thing people forget a lot is a lot of those guys, professional voice actors. They've been doing it like for years or longer. And having that level of time to work on stuff like that, like, hell yeah, you'd be good at it. And hell yeah, you'd be, your shit would be super entertaining because it's like you're a professional. You know exactly what you're doing, So yeah, tabletop can be tough. Let me see here. Hold on. They had to free up funding to pay for Jeremy's Trump body pillow to keep being dry clean. That's crazy, bro. I hope they don't delete it. I keep meaning to go back and watch the past streams. I hope they don't either. Turf Ferguson says, it's more convenient to make it seem like people would turn into savages without the government breathing down their necks, right? Dante Rage says, bro, Lord of the Flies can never be considered true human nature. It was about a bunch of boys at the age of puberty, which accentuates aggressive behavior. Yeah. Meek only shoots feet now. It's an inner anger type thing going on. That's crazy work. I'm gonna say about Ada in this game is the voice is awful compared to the original Resident Evil 4 from my perspective. Both in how the voice sounds, but also the delivery. OG Resident Evil 4 nailed the femme fatale. Hell yeah. This game cursing in Spanish is epic. Need more games that curse in Spanish, right? I think Matthew Mercer ruined it by making it accessible. It should have been gate kept. The tabletop is filled with a bunch of weirdos. Well, I mean, like, that's the thing. You know, we should always welcome people into a new... Oh, fuck. I don't do that. We should always welcome new people into a hobby. You know, the growth of the hobby benefits everybody. When the hobby grows, gets better, and then the people involved in the hobby actually want the hobby to succeed. The problem comes in when it's a bunch of bad faith people who don't really give a shit about the hobby, but more give a shit about the accessibility. And they go, oh man, the accessibility of this hobby, that's what I want, you know? That, like, oh, I like how this hobby makes, you know, what's this supposed to look? Let's see what those symbols are here. Oh, it's this. Okay. Upside down, right side up. Okay, so they have them on the cave walls here. But yeah, like, yeah, sorry. Gatekeeping and stuff like that, the idea of it works when people, you know, when it's bad faith actors and people trying to start shit and people trying to jump into a hobby for the sake of co-opting the hobby. And it happens on both sides. It happens, you know, in both sectors of gaming, where, you know, you'll have like a thing get popular and people really like it, and then a bunch of people come in who don't really give a shit about it and just like the popularity of it, and now want to take it and turn it into something that it never was because they like the accessibility. That's a real problem, and you don't want that on any side. You know, we have people doing it right now in the gaming sphere with all this Goonergate bullshit, and you know, people stepping in and being like, oh, games, blah 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 blah. I don't know how I'm supposed to take this. It's like the little, like, Pisces fish. I got those. Let me see here. This. There's this. No. Oh. There we go. Hey, Comics Dad, have a good night, man. More people getting can sometimes be a detriment. That's true too. Many people are just not good at some things. They shouldn't do those things. Comics says, hey, Epic Mike, how are you, man? Just want to pop in and see how you, Epic family, are doing. I'll just DM you this weekend or something. Have a good night, everyone. Hey, thanks, Comics Dad. I hope you're doing well, man. So you had an interview with, wow, X-Wing. Hope that was a good time. I just hate Matt Mercer because, well, I think everyone knows already. I didn't even see any of that, where he wished harm on people who don't agree with his views. I've never even seen him do that. I've never seen him give any fucking takes. So, but yeah, what's up, Alec Ebling? I'm just realizing Disprove's profile is a Ninja Squirrel. Oh, dude, his profile is hilarious. I agree. If there's genuine interest, then the more the merrier, but often not as tourists want to change a hobby for their benefit. Yeah, and the state of gaming tabletop right now is definitely an indicator of that. You can see it. You can see how a bunch of like bad faith people have co-opted it. Oh, that's fucking gross. That's probably not going to cause any problems later. But yeah, you can see how a bunch of bad faith people have like kind of co-opted some tabletop and made it something that it doesn't need to be, in favor of being more supportive and inclusive. It's like, the thing is, the game was already supportive and inclusive. No! 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 I'm just running. I was running. Is Boonday Saints on Monday night? Yes, it is. All right, we're gonna just go right for, what is this? Stone pedestal. Church key. We're gonna go for the stone pedestal and figure out what the fuck that is. Yes. And we'll go for the location from the mural. Actually, yeah, we'll do this little section here, and then we'll probably call it. So, can't even remember his handle anymore. Gotcha. Wizard of the Coast, dude. Wizard of the Coast kind of sucks, man. They've completely turned, yeah, all the shit with D&D into something that it didn't need to be. Yeah, getting rid of orcs and all that shit is like pretty wild. Oh, actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, I just don't want to start a big, long section of the game and then not be able to finish it up. Let's go check out this treasure in the middle of the lake, and then we'll probably call it from there. To me, the real question is, in this game, is that fucking salamander thing dead? Or did I just, like, put it to sleep temporarily? Meek, you sound tired? I'm always tired, bro. I built possibly my favorite character ever, a Tempest cleric of Ilmater, with a soldier background. I think it gives me a ton of RP options while being helpful / powerful. That's awesome, man. They've stuck for like 15 to 20 years now. That's true. Free League putting trigger warnings on all books they publish. Dude at Paiza telling JD Vance to send back his books. Yeah. The bleeding statue reminds me of one episode of South Park where Randy Marsh acts like a cancer patient over alcoholism. And wanted to get sprayed by the Virgin Mary statue's ass blood. That's crazy, dude. Tabletop RPGs have already fallen. Well, the benefit of the tabletop RPG genre is there's so much freedom to do whatever the fuck you want to do. The problem is watching the already pre-established stuff that you've come to know and love be destroyed by a bunch of bad actors. That shit pisses me off. So, and that's the part that really sucks, is watching something that wasn't really problematic in the first place be treated like it was problematic. Holy shit, what is the red 9? You guys were saying this is awesome? Where are we putting this? Now we have it. Usurp the chirp, that's crazy. My Mercer's an ass. Did he actually like bring his girlfriend into a game and then like get pissy about it? That's kind of lame. But that'd be really lame. Like, you know, we've had situations like that in the past too. Like, somebody brings in somebody that's supposed to be like, you know, like, hey, I brought my girlfriend along because like she's really interested in this and this is the thing that I love to do, stuff like that. And that's not our problem. Like, Lady Epic isn't like a huge tabletop player, but she understands it and she was willing to try it out. I mean, she played in a few games with us and she was also like really awesome at it. But we also had people that were brought in and they just spent more time, you know, either complaining about things or being almost like obtuse, intentionally obtuse. Sometimes it felt like about stuff where it's like you're not even really trying to like fit in or understand things. You're just kind of being negative. Yeah, it just, you know, there's a balance to all of it. But all right, we're gonna call it here because it is getting late. I don't know if I'm gonna play more tomorrow yet. We will see. I have not decided. It just kind of depends on what I have going on tomorrow. As far as like just life shit, we are definitely going to keep going with Resident Evil. That's the main game. I'm not going to switch up games on you guys. All of a sudden we will get done with Resident Evil, and then I think we're going to try to finish Sleeping Dogs. We'll just slowly knock these down. Red 9 is the most powerful handgun in the game, especially when fully upgraded. Oh, hell yeah, dude. The Red 9 is about headshot crits, also less magazine time. I can remember that. What happens if you accidentally poop in the sink? You really got to just hope that it breaks apart and slowly goes down the sink. Off topic, have you seen Solo Leveling? If not, I recommend you check it out. I have not. I actually just talked to Ms. Rubenhoop about it, and she told me that she's been reading the manga and it's really good, so I should check it out. So, but yeah, guys, thank you guys. Thank you everyone who donated to the stream. Shout out to Metal Slave for being an absolute G. You're amazing, and you owe me a pot of arroz con gandules. At least one, maybe more. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Yeah, this stream was awesome. I'm really enjoying Resident Evil. It's like just the right amount of scary where I'm not like overwhelmed like Mortuary Assistant, but also definitely I'm scared when I get overwhelmed with shit. You guys are awesome though. Thank you for the recommitments. Thank you for the memberships. Thank you for the time that you guys spent with me. Shout out to Hypnotic again. Much love to you, bro, for the raid. But yeah, guys, I appreciate the hell out of you. I hope you have a good rest of your night. And yeah, we'll be streaming soon. If not this Saturday, it'll be back on Monday, right after the Monday Hangover. Be sure to check out the Monday Hangover on Monday over on Drunk 3PO's channel. We'll be reviewing and talking about the Boondock Saints. So yeah. All right, guys, I appreciate the hell out of you. Thank you so much. Have a good rest of your night, and I'll talk to you all soon. Later.